Holistic Transformation. This is Agnes Laughlin, is my wonderful guest today. She is a holistic wealth coach and happiness trainer. She is the founder of Miracles in Wellness. After employment in various aspects of healthcare for 40 years, including nurse practitioner, she gradually expanded into various healing modalities, including parasite expert, beliefs and emotional healing, higher brain living, wellness advocate, certified life coach. She is a seasoned retreat facilitator and joy facilitator. She is sought after speaker on loneliness and treating core connection and happiness trainer. Her talk today will be on loneliness and the happiness connection. Welcome, Agnes.
Thank you so much, Bev.
I'm going to turn the stage over to you now.
So, welcome again. I'm talking about loneliness and happiness. Would you love to dive deeper into what sparks connection? Whether you think you need more happiness and connection or not, it is a top of mind issue for many right now. In fact, at Princeton University, the happiness course is their most popular one on campus. According to Cigna Global Health in 2018, 46% of Americans reported feeling lonely sometimes or always. And since COVID, this percent has increased. In fact, it does not matter if you are married, young, or over 50. According to AARP statistics, 28% of those in the first year of marriage reported feeling lonely, and 28% of those married 20 years or more voiced this feeling of loneliness also. Three important clues that indicate you may be lonely are busyness, procrastination, and health challenges. According to Dr. Lissa Rankin, loneliness is the number one factor in the cause of disease, including heart disease, depression, anxiety, and it is also related to your risk of alcohol addiction. So disconnect is prevalent in all segments of society. Let's take a deep breath and connect to the love that we are. What powers the happiness in your life? And what was the happiest day of your life? Reflect on what was the primary emotion you felt at that time. Now, why do we not feel this way all the time? What gets in our way? It is my honor to give you access to some secrets that I am excited to share. This is a true story about myself and how pain pushed me to make changes. One day I woke up or had an awakening that I had been sleepwalking through most of my life. I love my life now. I am a former nurse practitioner, certified theta healer, emotional healer, Life Mastery Institute coach, and higher brain living facilitator. But it has not always been happiness unlimited for me. In fact, right before my 8th birthday, I was sent to live in an orphanage with my 2 siblings. My lonely life became lonelier, and in spite of being surrounded by many children, I had little connection or desire to play. Many of the children were in emotional turmoil that I had little understanding of. I found solace, though, in a library of books. Fairy tales caught my attention. There was a magical way to connect to a fantasy land of beautiful girls with challenges and opportunities. I was enchanted. Life was full of adventures that always ended happily. Later, the fairy tales were replaced by stories of Nancy Drew and Sherry Ames Nurse. And I vowed to myself that I would never become a nun after having spent 4.5 years living with them. Life was too much of an adventure to enter a convent for the rest of my life. When I was in my 40s, it seemed like I had no friends, and relationship was something that happened or did not. I was married, had 2 children. I had no health or other real issues. Why was I not feeling connected to myself or life and others? In fact, it took me many more years to realize my life was off track. I call it going through the motions and busyness and unawareness of my loneliness without a deep connection to myself and the love I wanted. I would go through the busyness of life, caring for a husband, children, working a job, cooking, cleaning, social outings. One day I woke from the sleepwalk when a visiting stranger was the occasion for me to examine what I really wanted in life. It was painful at first. I cried. I was determined. I said that love was the only thing that mattered. A friend recommended a book, Power versus Force, which helped me to feel that deep joy and connection were possible. The changes did not happen overnight, but gradually over the next 2 years. What changed was me. I so wanted to feel that connection to myself as love. I asked for it in meditation. I released my emotional baggage and my beliefs about who I am and what is possible. I learned and received healing modalities that changed my life. I began to live my life with purpose and passion. I attracted these amazing relationships. My relationship with myself changed, and I feel deep joy and gratitude in every aspect of my life. And this is why I love to support others in connecting to their inner power to have more of the joy and feeling radiant that life offers. I'm sharing 3 mistakes often made in avoiding loneliness and in seeking joy, love, and connection. Number 1 is unawareness of the symptoms and causes of loneliness. Instead, there is a vague feeling of anxiety, sadness, and inability to take action. This is disconnection from the self. We are social beings, and we are wired since our species began to operate and connect in social settings for our survival. Loneliness locks up joy, and depression is more common among women. And women over 50 even think they will have more time to relax and enjoy life. And they often deny this disconnect. So this lack of awareness leaves them stuck and often hopeless. Let us look for a moment at Kate Spade, who committed suicide at the age of 55. much to the disbelief of her friends and family. I believe there is a part of Kate Spade in all of us. According to Kate's sister, Kate had a history of bipolar disorder, which results in periods of severe depression followed by periods of manic excitement. Kate left this life with a husband and a daughter who were both present the day she died. Comments from those who knew her ranged from shock to disbelief. The reason for mentioning Kate is that we often make assumptions of those we know based on outward barometers of success without knowing what they are really dealing with on the inside. Yes, this disconnect can show up at any time. In 2015, there were 27,394 gunshot homicides and 44,955 suicides from guns. That's according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, published in 2018. Suicide is much more prevalent than homicide in terms of guns. 6 in 10 gunshot deaths are suicides. So in our society, 1 in 10 is depressed and 1 in 10 is addicted to alcohol or drugs. My recommendation is for you to create more awareness and a vision of what you want. I recommend that we realize that connection and love is a state of inner being and wholeness and not a passing feeling. Read some books that I recommend on how to build the happiness and connection with yourself. In my free gift, I'll mention. I also recommend the mirror strategy. Whenever you look in a mirror, smile and say, I love myself. Say it multiple times throughout the day. You will be constantly reprogramming your subconscious mind. Believe it at first. So mistake number 2 a person makes when feeling lonely, and that is ignoring subconscious beliefs. A person's attempts at happiness often never feel like enough, and ghosts from our past revisit us with thoughts about our self-worth. We all hold subconscious beliefs about who we are and what is possible for us. Are we listening to ourselves every day? What are our thoughts predominantly about? Actually, it's said that we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and most of them are not positive. Awareness is an important part of healing. Our subconscious mind is said to control 88% of the operating system of our conscious mind. These programs in the subconscious are meant to protect us and keep us safe. They often prevent us from making changes to our lives that would empower us. How would a person know if she has a limiting belief? Guess what? We all have them. And most of them come from our ancestors. I find them through muscle testing. They are easy to release once we become aware of them. For example, Therese, a client, age 63, is a divorced woman with feelings of overwhelm and overwork. She recently said to me, I think men are just jerks. and all good men are taken. She found new love before we met. The relationship was terminated suddenly, and she spiraled into a deep depression and even contemplated suicide. She found some ways to heal this, and then we met at a hypnosis conference. Why is releasing limiting beliefs important? Limiting beliefs are a form of disconnection from the self and influences relationships, meaningful work, and all areas of life. Past subconscious programs run our present circumstances. These beliefs and programs repeat and cause feelings of unworthiness and pain. Most people who hear they need to love themselves tune it out or reject it outright. They think it is too out there, or they think they already do love themselves. However, this is their conscious mind speaking. Many people believe that loving themselves means just treating themselves to all of life, what life offers, such as a family, a car, a house, massage, vacation. A person's results are reflections of what she is thinking and focusing on. How will a person know if she's thinking empowering thoughts? Her feelings are indications of the conscious awareness of the vibration she is in. Does the person feel angry, sad, resentful, or does she feel love, joy, happiness? Sometimes, most of the time, all the time. Changing beliefs requires the support of a healer or coach who can guide a person to have the freedom to release these and have the freedom to love and create. I do recommend theta healing, hypnosis, but I consider it a little bit better, more. A theta healing practitioner can help a person discover core limiting beliefs about love, money, body image, and every aspect of life. These subconscious computer programs are released and replaced with positive programs instantly. What would it be like to remove blocks to great relationships or to find a soulmate? So I have a beautiful theta healing meditation for you. It's a free gift. Mistake number 3. Women often have a fuzzy vision of how to create a life they love. They have no tools or blueprint on how to get what they desire and long for. So why is this important? If one is not in touch with who they are and their map to realize their potential is fuzzy, these people keep searching for the right relationship. And without changing oneself, a person will be plagued with what I call chronic dissatisfaction. Or she may even be oblivious, like Marilyn. She has had 3 husbands. She is so busy. She has not taken time for herself in terms of personal growth. She is constantly chattering and has a superficial vision of who she is and her potential for love. Business and busyness covers her pain and inability to make time for herself and love. So she definitely limits what she wants to see around herself or about herself. Relationships are the only way we personally grow, and life without relationship is meaningless. Our expectations in relationships have changed considerably in the last 100 years. Now we believe that happiness comes from finding the right partner to meet all our needs. Our expectations for this partner are so expansive that it would take a plethora of people to meet them all. We are so easily disappointed and give much of our creative power away to someone else. Developing ourselves creatively without blame and without seeing ourselves as a victim of circumstances takes time, growth, and is possible. My recommendation for more empowering relationships is to focus on creating face-to-face, meaningful conversations. Join our organized groups that give you a sense of value and belonging. This is not the internet, but it can be a starting point to locate groups for you. Ask questions and learn more about your neighbors, fellow church members, co-workers, volunteer. Converse more with a spouse or a special friend. I recommend connecting to a variety of people to satisfy a variety of needs and desires. And don't expect only one person to satisfy all your needs. Connect to those who give you a sense of being fully alive. And learn to be a good listener with 3 magic words. Tell me more. Diane and I were in college together. Many years later, she developed back pain. I thought it was related to her son dying in a motorcycle accident and her inability to release this. Later, I found out back pain in a woman is different than in a man. I found this from a chiropractor. In women, it is related to stress in their intimate relationships. So Diane was stressed in her relationship. Later, she died of failure to open her heart, or you might call it heart disease. The power of Alcoholics Anonymous is in the group connections and support. The person feels accepted without judgment. And many who go end up releasing addictions for good. So a blueprint or map will ignite the process of learning to love and connect and transforms how we see ourselves and others. As long as we look outside of ourselves to other people for acceptance, we will never discover the deep joy of connecting to ourselves. A blueprint or map is about creating a life in all 4 quadrants or relationships. 1 is the mind, 2 is your body, health, 3 is relationships, people, and 4 is external creations, which include money and career endeavors. It is crucial to also accept responsibility for everything in our 4 quadrants, and that to know that 1 quadrant is interdependent with every other one. So our health is related to our mind, the people in our lives, and our career. So many say they know what they want, they can do it themselves. For example, Terry, I know, is a very successful business and job search coach who communicates well and seems to create great relationships. Her desire for a partner is strong, but she probably does not analyze patterns of how she sabotaged this relationship. And another client was seeking a life partner, and she had never been married or had children. She had changed some sabotaging behaviors such as drinking and smoking before we met. As she joined my program and changed her perceptions about how love is a way of being and other subconscious beliefs. And at the age of 62, she created a deep, loving relationship, and she was recently married. In summary, having no blueprint, limiting beliefs, and unawareness of the self has led to many creating the same safe patterns of pacing around like in a cage. Yes, a disconnected person is like a beautiful songlark locked in a cage or prison. And the bars to the cage are health challenges or lack of family connection, maybe lack of an engaging partner or no partner. So this disconnect will rust us, or our songlark, on the inside, locking her up even tighter. So because she has looked outside of herself for connection to a partner and to others, for validation, while all along the secret to connection has always been inside of her. Yes, connecting to her power to love and express her unique gifts is inside of her. So I have a special offer for our beautiful songlarks here today who want to have more joy and connection. It's there's going to be a link for you to download. So thank you so much.
And the link will be in chat and down below if you're on YouTube. It's 10 ways to have more joy. And you have a meditation with that as well, don't you, Agnes?
Yeah, this is a free gift. Here goes it. Free gift, right?
It just says 10 ways to have more joy ebook, but earlier I thought you said it was also a meditation.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it is. I'll send the link again.
Okay. Oh, you mean the links?
Right.
No, the link just says free gift.
Free gift. Yeah, there's 2 gifts.
Okay. All right. Now we got that cleared up. Well,
Awesome.
Agnes, thank you so much for being our guest today.
Thank you too. Awesome health and wellness to you.
And same to you.
Thank you.